Howdy folks, and welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Today we're making a simple s'mores dip. This is a new way to enjoy an old favorite. Now, to start our s'mores dip, you can use any oven-proof or grill-proof or fire-proof container to make this in. And you can cook it by sitting it on a campfire, on a camp stove, on your grill out in the backyard, or you can put it in the oven like we're going to do today. Now we want to preheat if you're using a cast iron skillet. If you're using a glass dish, you don't necessarily have to preheat it, but you are going to want to grease it for easier cleanup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my iron skillet in my 350-degree oven and preheat it, and then I'm going to melt just a little bit of butter in it so that it will be much easier to clean up when I'm finished. For s'mores dip, what you need, like I said, is a little bit of butter to grease your pan. You need some milk chocolate, and you can use 12 ounces of any milk chocolate. Buy what is on sale. You can buy candy bars, you can buy chocolate chips. After Halloween, go shopping and get some milk chocolate that has been marked down. And you need a bag of marshmallows. I've got a 12-ounce bag of the big marshmallows, and of course some graham crackers, because that's the classic s'mores ingredients. But what makes this a little bit better is you make it all at once. You can make it inside, so it's perfect for all your kids' sleepovers during this school year. And it's good for, like I said, sitting out around the fire pit if you're having a big cookout this fall. Even like fall festivals and stuff, because you can dip it out and serve it in, you could even serve it in like little cupcake cups. Just scoop some out and put it in a cupcake cup and stick a couple graham crackers in it once everything's all melted. And that's an easy way of passing it out and portioning it out for a lot of kids. Okay, once your skillet's preheated, whether you've put it on the grill, your campfire, or fire pit, or in your oven, very carefully take it out of the oven, and we're going to add just a little bit of butter to it, enough to grease it, like a teaspoon or so, and go all around it. And this is just to make it a little easier to clean up, because I promise you, you don't want to clean them marshmallows out of this without putting a little butter in here. I'm going to do just a tiny bit more because I want to get it covered good. Now, don't forget your pan is hot, because that's when I always get burned. And swish it around in there, kind of even it out a little bit. All right, that's good enough. Now, we're just going to spread our chocolate chips, or whatever chocolate we got, into the bottom of the skillet. Just kind of an even layer in there. Okay, and once you get your chocolate chips in a layer, they're going to start melting as soon as you put them in the skillet, because the skillet holds heat. And this would be so much fun for sleepovers. And me and Charlotte used to do what we called living room camping, and it would be good for living room camping. But we're just going to put our marshmallows in here and cover our chocolate. And then we're going to put it in the oven and bake it till it's toasty, which won't take long. It'll only take like 5 minutes or so. I've kind of messed around here and let this cool down a little bit, so it might take a tad bit longer than 5 minutes. But once you put it in the oven, you do want to watch, because it will get too brown real quick. You could also dip ginger snaps in it, or just little butter cookies, because not everybody likes graham crackers. Most people do, though. I mean, the graham crackers, what's not to like? Some of these marshmallows are like teeny. Look at this. Some of them are huge, and I don't talk about quality going down. But anyway, it takes pretty much a whole bag of marshmallows to fill up a skillet. We got a couple left here. Put one more in there. Now remember, this is hot. And don't do a Becky and pick it up with your bare hands. Okay, once you get your marshmallows arranged, put it back in your 350-degree oven and just heat it until your marshmallows are all melted and puffy and brown. All right. If it gets real bubbly and it doesn't get brown, you can turn the broiler on low for just a minute, or you could even take a propane torch and brown it up. And just a little money saving tip, you don't have to have a fancy kitchen torch. You can get the propane torches out of the hardware section in Walmart, and they were, I don't know, less than $10, which they're probably more than that now because everything has gone up. But a propane torch is a propane torch. So you can get just a little propane torch that you can use with a small bottle, a 1 pound bottle. All right, let's see what these look like. All right, my marshmallows are puffing up so much. I'm gonna do a broil for a minute. I might have to stand here and watch these while I broil them because they'll be burnt if I don't. Oh my goodness. I stuck my finger in it. Okay, now that is absolutely perfect s'mores. Nice and brown and nothing's burned, but it's not as much fun as flinging flaming marshmallows at each other. And you can make this on the grill. Like I said, if you're out sitting by the fire pit and you want to sit it on a grate over your fire pit fire, you can do that. You can serve it in the waffle cones. Somebody suggested it, putting it in waffle cones. That would be wonderful. You could scoop it out just in the little cupcake papers, and that would be an easy way to share it and do it disposable. You could use little paper cups. I'd let it cool a little bit before I start scooping it out because this is going to be like molten lava right now. So this is a really good recipe for all of your fire pit desserts, your kids having a sleepover, doing some living room camping, or even going camping this fall. Try this s'mores dip. It's another way to enjoy a really classic dessert. Before we go, I want to leave you with Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Whatever you do, commit it to the Lord, and He will make sure that your effort is successful. Thank you so very much for joining us, The Hillbilly Kitchen. If you have not already, please don't forget to click like and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, remember to put God first.